was like the funnest roller coaster ride you've ever been on, but you're the driver.
You see him drive it, and you see him maneuver it, and you see him turn the rear wheels, and you go around something and do his first donut. It puts a smile on your face.
I'm KJ Olsen Weston. I'm 11 years old, and I drive monster trucks.
Yep, while most kids are ditching their training wheels, KJ's popping wheelies in his very own monster machine.
Today, we brought up Kid KJ's longer wheel-based Monster Bear.
This is a truck that was just assembled.
And so we're going to take it, we're going to test it out over some of the jumps. We have created an entire monster truck track. It has the car jumps, it has the wheelie jumps, it has the jammer stack, and it has everything laid out that so you can do a complete exhibition or performance.
The perfect testing spot for KJ.
A very experienced driver. He's got 6 years under his belt, probably has more seat time than most other professional monster truck drivers. KJ can tear a truck entirely apart and put it back together.
I'll make sure. Want to check to see the steering links are in good shape. They look solid.
Well, when I went to a monster truck show when I was about 3 years old, I would say, I asked my dad for a monster truck, and he got me a monster truck go-kart. But I said it wasn't a real one, so he built a half-size truck, which eventually turned into a whole team.
He's the front man for a whole gang of little monsters.
These trucks are built for adults, but driven by kids.
Why don't you suit up real quick and then get that set up. I'll get your helmet out and everything. So we can get the dust off. Coming down with your left belt.
Radio check.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, thanks.
To start the truck, you would have to turn on all the switches.
Go ahead and start it up. They do everything the big trucks can do. The big truck is about a 10,000, 11,000 pound truck. Our half-scale trucks are 4,500 pounds. They have about 300 horsepower versus 12 to 1,800 in a big truck. They go about 70 miles an hour, but the standard track speed is about 20 to 30 miles an hour. They're completely encaged in steel. They have fire safety systems, 5-point harnesses. We have fire safety suits. He's never gotten injured, hurt. He's safe. But if that truck goes out of control, you know, it never has, but it could. So we have a kill radio, which remotely controls the ignition system to shut it off. And so that would stop the truck in a short period of time, so it can't hurt anything.
It doesn't really worry me just because we have all the safety features, but I'm also thinking about what it's going to feel like when it lands and what I'm going to tell my crew chief on what to do to the shocks or suspension.
How heavy is that on the front shock?
It needs a little work. Having the longer wheelbase will make it so the jumps are a little bit cleaner and it'll ride over them a lot easier.
Come back around, hit that jammer from that side.
When you go over the jammer stack, you want to wait till your front wheels get to the top of the ramp. Then you will press on the throttle more and you'll go into the air. While you're in the air, you usually want to tap your brakes, which will level the truck out, and you'll have a lot smoother landing.
He knows how to handle the truck well.
Now, how will this beast handle donuts?
We do a donut by going from first gear into second, and we start turning the rear steer and the normal steering at the same time into one direction, and we will start doing something called a cyclone. A cyclone is pretty much a really fast donut, and you eventually start kind of gliding across the ground instead of just riding on it. If you hit it wrong, the whole truck will whip around, and you won't have too much control over the truck.
Center it out and try a reverse donut. Let's see how this one works on that. Yeah, it's popping too much. Popping. All right. Let's take a look at it.
The testing went well. There is things that we can change in the truck. This one doesn't have as much power as my other one, and since it's the longer wheelbase, it's a little bit heavier, and it can't pull up like the other one can. But otherwise, everything runs great.
He's become a little mini celebrity, and he's just loving it. Just absolutely loving driving monster trucks.
Despite the celebrity, KJ has other goals for his future.
I would like to drive monster trucks still, but also possibly become a doctor or someone who plays football or basketball, even though I'm too short.
But until then, he's ready for the next event.